Hey everyone, ever heard of Fordlandia? No? Well, buckle up because today I'm diving into the untold story of Henry Ford's ambitious yet spectacularly failed Amazonian dream. Back in the 1920s, Henry Ford was at the top of his game. Ford Motor Company was churning out cars like hotcakes, and the world was in love with the Model T. But Ford had an obsession with self-sufficiency. He wanted to control every aspect of production, right down to the raw materials. And that's where rubber comes in. Ford needed rubber for his tires, lots of it. At that time, most rubber came from British and Dutch colonies in Southeast Asia. But Ford, being the maverick he was, decided to cut out the middleman and grow his own rubber. So he bought a massive plot of land in the heart of the Amazon rainforest. This place would become Fordlandia. Now, Fordlandia wasn't just about rubber trees. No, sir, Henry Ford had grander visions. He wanted to create a utopian American town right in the middle of the jungle. Think neat rows of houses, schools, hospitals, and even golf courses. The works. He shipped in American managers and workers, and they set out to transform this patch of jungle into a slice of Americana. But there was a teensy-weensy problem. The Amazon rainforest didn't get the memo. The land was unforgiving, the climate was brutal, and the local workers weren't exactly thrilled with the rigid American work ethic and lifestyle. Plus, these guys were planting rubber trees way too close together, which attracted all sorts of pests and diseases. The result? A rubber yield that was laughably low. Then there were the cultural clashes. The American managers tried to impose their way of life on the Brazilian workers. They banned alcohol, introduced square dancing, and even regulated meal times. Not surprisingly, this didn't go down well. The locals rebelled, riots broke out, and Fordlandia descended into chaos. By the late 1930s, Ford had sunk millions of dollars into this project, with nothing but headaches to show for it. The dream of a self-sustaining rubber supply vanished. In 1945, the companies sold Fordlandia back to the Brazilian government at a massive loss. And just like that, Henry Ford's Amazonian dream was over. Today, Fordlandia stands as a ghost town, a haunting reminder of what could have been. The buildings are overgrown with vines, and the jungle has reclaimed most of the land. It's a fascinating, eerie place to visit if you ever find yourself trekking through the Amazon. So what's the moral of the story? Even the greatest minds can have colossal failures, but it's these failures that often teach us the most valuable lessons. Henry Ford's dream didn't pan out, but it's a chapter in history that's too intriguing to forget. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Fordlandia, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep exploring history's hidden corners.